two musicians, making music seems to be about as natural as breathing. However, we do not often think about why they do it, what drives them every day in their creative exploration of sound. To find out for ourselves, we asked some local musicians for their own response to this question.
My name is Christopher Shanahan, and I like to play the guitar. I prefer the electric guitar, but I like the acoustic guitar too. Wow, that's a good question. Let's see, you know what, I've only really been playing, kind of seriously playing, practicing, writing songs, performing in front of people for maybe the last 7 or 8 years. But I've been carrying a guitar around with me since I was in high school. Since about 1980, I've had a guitar, but I'm only now learning how to play it. While my guitar gently weeps. It usually weeps because I'm playing the wrong notes. Well, I'm an actor, really a performer, and I think that it's part of just wanting to perform and express myself, you know, through music, art, and on the stage. And it does help to get the girls.
I had entered into a marriage in the summer of my 21st year.
Keep going.
And the bells rang for a wedding. Only now do I remember it clear, all right. All right, all right. My name is Hanson, and I play a little piano, but mostly I sing. I've been singing, let's see, I remember when I was in kindergarten, I got up in front of the entire school, which at the time was like 150 people. I remember that was, I think, probably the moment when I was like, I really like this. I like performing. This is fun. First came Isaiah with his crinkled little fingers. Then came Charlotte and that wretched girl Dawn. Ugly Fanley died on delivery, mercifully taking her mother along all right. So yeah, it's been since kindergarten, I guess, but I think it's probably been a passion of mine my whole life. I think I've really learned, like, what makes me happy, like, what I like to do in life. It makes me happy because I'm not really, it's something about when I sing, like, I get happy. Like, it's, I don't want to say it's like a drug, but it's like singing something is really satisfying. It's a fun experience, especially if you're doing it with somebody else. And making music with other people is what I really like to do, especially with like my friends and my family. Being with other people who like to make music and, you know, sing and just like jam. There's something about music that brings everybody closer together. My father and I are really close, and I think part of the reason why is because we make music together. It's all right, all right, all right.
Stars shining bright above you. Night murmurs seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Norma Jean Haynes. I play ukulele and banjo and bassoon and a little guitar kind of casually and some kazoo and a little harmonica. I got a harmonica. And I have a toy piano. And I used to play piano once upon a time. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. The chord there. I've been playing banjo for 3 years now, I'd say. 3 years. And I've been playing ukulele for 2 and bassoon for half a year and mandolin for like a week. I started playing the banjo, I grew up in a really musical family and my dad was always left-handed. He was always left-handed. He'd been left-handed his entire life. And since he was left-handed, string instruments were some of the only instruments that weren't already in my family. And so I had some to choose from. And I didn't want to play guitar because I knew a million bajillion people in the world play guitars. And ukulele came later, but I got a banjo and it just came out of nowhere and I fell in love with it. I'm kind of a quiet person sometimes, and sometimes I'm not, but like oftentimes I won't say something when I want to say something, and I'll have a lot of like, oh, I should have said that, like I should have done that. And then I go home and I can like, make music and it's beautiful no matter what, and it's just a beautiful thing. And it can be as loud as I want or as soft as I want, and it can be anything I want it to be. And it can be like absolutely perfect. It usually isn't, but it could be. Music has brought me farther in my life than anything else has. It's opened up more doors for me than anything else has, like through camps and through programs and also through people. Like some of the most inspirational people I've met in my entire life have been musicians. And I don't know, I actually learned from a musician. There was this old steel drum player who I met at summer camp, and he told me that you have to, if you follow what you love and you take the opportunities to come to you, you'll have a happy life. And it just so happens that music is what I love more than all of the other things combined. So I'm just going to follow it, and I may never get rich and I may never get famous. But I have a ukulele in my hands right now.
Haynes, and I play a lot of different instruments. My main instrument is piano. I've been playing instruments since I was 5. I was given lessons as early as 6, and they were piano lessons, and I've played all my life. I've never really stopped. So 50 years now. I started playing, I think my brother was poking around on the piano, my mom played and sang, and I was interested in it, and so I guess I must have just, wandered over the piano a bunch, and they thought, hey, he seems to be interested in that, let's go and get him some lessons. And that's probably how I got started. I've learned how to be able to express things that I'm feeling through it. I've been able to learn how to help others feel some of those same things, to take music and be able to express something to them. I've been able to travel all over the world playing music, and so I had all these great opportunities. I've been in front of big audiences, also just in small groups, and communicated with other people. It's just it's kind of a language, a world language. So it's it's harder when you get older to keep doing it. In a way, music as part of the entertainment world is a young person's game, and
you know, older musicians don't necessarily get paid as much attention, you know, in this world in a commercial way. But part of it is, what motivates me is just the fact that I'm asked to do things continually. I mean, if I get done with one thing, another thing comes along that I'm being asked to do. I play for choruses, I play for theater functions, I play for just in the studio and making records for people and producing those. And if I do have still that kind of creative drive to make something, something of importance comes along for me that I want to express, I still can find that creative kind of impulse to sit down and write something about that.
Soon the morning sun will rise and dawn will bathe the sky. It's time for just this parting song before we say goodbye. My name's Penny Schultz, and I play the piano and I sing. Well, I have been singing since I was born, and I was playing the piano, which is probably my major instrument, since I was about 7. My family was a musical family, and my mother loved to sing and play the piano, and my father loved to sing, and it was just part of the family culture. I've learned that music is a whole world that you can get engrossed in and lost in. You can share that lostness, that experience of being totally engrossed with other people. I play music because there is a movement and a direction in music that's almost like dance, and it just pulls me. It just pulls my heart. I sing because singing is so natural to me. It is like enhanced speech. And when I'm feeling full of feeling, I just need to sing in order to let it out. And if I'm feeling flat, I need to sing in order to give myself a little feedback, a little connection, sense of connection with my heart.